So the question here, if you see, is solve just hold on. Okay. So the question here is solve 4x minus 3y is equal to 11 and 3x plus 7y is equal to minus 1. Okay, you need to solve these two system of equations. This time the equations are in x and y only, and there are only two equations given. So let us call this equation 1. Let us call this equation 2. Okay. So first of all, we construct our matrix A. So here solution is here A is equal to 4 minus 3, 3, 7. Okay. And we construct our matrix X. This time matrix X will be a column matrix consisting of only two rows, X and Y. And we construct our matrix B. 11 minus 1. You agree with this construction of matrices?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what you do is you check for the determinant value of matrix. So therefore, what is det A? Determinant of A is 4 minus 3, 3, 7. So let's check whether this matrix is non-singular or not. This is 28 minus of minus 9, which is 28 plus 9, which is 37, not equal to 0. Therefore, you say matrix A is non-singular. That means A inverse exists. We now proceed to find A inverse. But before A inverse, we need to find the adjoint. The adjoint of A. What is the adjoint of A? First of all, the minor of 4, this element 4, is 7. And we have a plus minus and a minus plus sign. Right? So adjoint of 4 is 7 with a plus sign. Right? The adjoint of minus 3 is a 3 with a negative sign. The adjoint of 3 is minus 3 with a negative sign. So minus of minus 3.
Yes.
And the adjoint of and the minor of 7 is 4 with a plus sign. This matrix taken transpose. So you get 7 minus 3, 3, 4 transpose. And therefore you have 7 minus 3, 3, 4. So this is your adjoint. Okay. So therefore what is the inverse? Inverse is therefore 1 by det A into the adjoint of A. Det A you know is 37. So 1 by 37 times adjoint 7, 3, minus 3, 4. So this is your A inverse. And what is the solution of therefore this system? X is equal to A inverse B. So my X here is X, Y. A inverse we have found as 1 by 37, 7, 3, minus 3, 4. And B here is 11 minus 1. Okay, so we multiply these two. 1 by 37 remains as it is. Multiply these two matrices. You get 7 into 11. First row, first column, 7 into 11 plus 3 into minus 1. Next, minus 3 into 11 plus 4 into minus 1. So you get 1 by 37 times 77 minus 3 is 74. And minus 33 minus 4 is minus 37. So if you now multiply 1 by 37 with all this, 1 by 37 into 74 is 2. And this is minus 1. Till this point, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
That means xy you get as 2 minus 1. That means get x is equal to 2 and you get y is equal to minus 1. This is your solution of this system. Okay, any questions?
No, sir.
So once you know how to find out the solution of three equations, three unknowns, two equations, two unknowns is very easy. Okay, now what I'll do is last day I told you to check out this chart. Okay, this
Yes,
chart
sir.
I told you. Now see, till now what have we done is that we are finding det A. Okay, and till whatever problem that we have done in all this, we were all getting det A not equal to 0, isn't it? In all the problems that I have done, det A not equal to 0. And
To 0.
if det A not equal to 0, then what was the solution? Solution was x is equal to A inverse B, right? But
Yes, sir.
today I will discuss two problems in which det A is equal to 0. Then what do you do? Thus, if det A is equal to 0, suppose you find det A is equal to that, does not mean that the equations cannot be solved. In fact, there are two possibilities then. The two possibilities are, once you get det A is equal to 0, now what you do is you check, you multiply, you have found out the adjoint, you find out the adjoint of A and you multiply the adjoint of A with B. Okay. Now when you're multiplying adjoint of A into B and suppose you get a non-null matrix. In this case, we say that the system has no solution. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Or we say that the system of equations is inconsistent. System is inconsistent. If, however, you get det A is equal to 0 and you find adjoint of A into B and you get this is equal to a null matrix, then we say that the system has infinite solutions, many solutions. Okay, it has infinite solutions and we say that the system is consistent. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so we are going to do two examples from this part when det A is equal to 0. We have already seen this part. Okay, three examples we have seen from this part. We'll now see two examples from the part where det A is equal to 0. So we start with a 2 by 2 matrix. We start with
Okay,
a
sir.
simple problem. Okay, we start with this problem. Okay, so question here is, use matrix method to examine the consistency or inconsistency of the system of equations. Now remember, consistent system means consistent system of equations. What do you mean by consistent? Consistent system of equations means if a system of equations has at least one solution. Has at least one solution. Okay, an inconsistent system of equations means if a system of equations has no solution. So no solution and at least one solution. So it is called a consistent system of equations if it has at least one solution. It is called an inconsistent system of equation if it has no solution. So let us check this. Question here is check whether the system of equations is consistent or inconsistent. Okay, you need to check whether this system is consistent or inconsistent. What is the system given to you? The system given to you is 6x plus 4y is equal to 2, 9x plus 6y is equal to 3. Okay, so we'll check first solution. So first we'll write given system is 6x plus 4y is equal to 2, 9x plus 6y is equal to 3. Call this 1 and call this 2. Okay, we construct our matrices again. So here, what is A? Matrix A here is 6, 4, 9, 6. X here is xy. Okay, and B here is 2, 3. Okay, so first we check det A. Det A is equal to 6, 4, 9, 6. So the 36 minus 36 you're getting is equal to 0. Therefore, what do we write? Matrix A. Therefore, matrix A is singular. Okay. Matrix A is singular means A inverse does not exist. So what we do, according to this chart, when we get det A is equal to 0 here, according to this chart, when we get det A is equal to 0, what happens? We find out adjoint of A and we multiply with B to check whether it is a null matrix or whether it is a non-null matrix or a null matrix. Okay, so what we do is we find the adjoint. The next step is we find out the adjoint of A. Therefore, adjoint of A is equal to, again, how to find out the adjoint here? You have plus, minus, minus, plus. 6, minor of 6 is 6 with a plus sign. 6 remains as it is. Minor of 4 is 9 with a minus sign.
So 9.
Minor of
Minus 9.
9 is 4 with a minus sign. And minor of 6
4 to
is
minus 9.
6 with a plus sign.
6.
Transpose. Okay, so we've got the adjoint of A. Now what we do is we multiply adjoint of A into B. Adjoint of A with B. We multiply these two. And what is the matrix B? 2, 3. 2, 3. So let's check whether the product of these two is a null matrix or non-null matrix. So you get 6 into 2 plus minus 4 into 3. And you get minus 9 into 2 plus 6 into 3. Okay. So therefore, what you get? 12
Okay,
minus
sir.
12, a null matrix, 0. And I think 0. So you're getting what? So that means adjoint of A into B is a null matrix. So what is the case here? If it is a null matrix, if it is a null matrix, we consider this case, right?
Yes, sir.
That means it has infinite solutions. So therefore, we say that the system of equations has infinite solution. Thus, the system of equations given by 1 and 2 has infinite solutions. The question here is that if a system has infinite solutions, then it is what? Consistent. There is at least one solution.
Yes, sir.
So we say, hence the solution is, hence the system is consistent. And not only that, once we say that the system has infinite solution, the question is, the question is what infinite solution? How many infinite solutions? Okay. So what we do here is, in order to find out the infinite number of solutions, what we do here is we take, let y is equal to some constant. Okay. Therefore, what is the system? Therefore, from 1, what do we get? See, from 1 we get 6x plus 4k is equal to 2.
Yes, sir.
And from 2, what do we get? From 2, we get 9x plus 6k is equal to 3. Right? This is what we get. Let us call this 3. And let us call this 4. Okay. Now what
Okay,
you
sir.
do is, you have taken y is equal to k already, right? So either use 3 or use
Yes,
4
sir.
to find out the value of x. Okay, we'll use 3. So from 3, we get 6x plus 4k is equal to 2. That means 6x is equal to 2 minus 4k. That means x is equal to 1/6 of 2 minus k, 2 minus 4k. Okay, which is, if you take 2 common, you get 1 minus 2k divided by 6. Cancel this, you get 1 minus 2k by 3. So when y is equal to k, you're getting x is equal to this, 1 minus 2k by 3. Okay, now what you do is,
Yes, sir.
you put this value of x. So we have x is equal to 1 minus 2k by 3 and y is equal to k. Putting in uh, putting in the right hand side of putting in the right hand side of 4. Putting these values, we are what we are doing, we are actually checking whether these values of x and y which we have got from 3, whether it satisfies 4 or not. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so uh, LHS of 4. What is the LHS of 4? 9x plus 6k. Okay, so 9 times, put the value of x, 1 minus 2k by 3. and we have 6k. So what are we getting here? Let's see. If you take the LCM, you get 9 minus 18k plus 18k divided by 3. So you get 9 by 3, which is equal to 3. And what is the RHS of 4? RHS of 4 is 3 only. So what do we see?
Four.
When we put x is equal to 1 minus 2k by 3, we get LHS of 4 is equal to RHS of 4. LHS of 4 is equal to RHS of 4.
4.
This shows that x is equal to 1 minus 2k by 3 and y is equal to k satisfies 4, isn't it? Therefore,
Yes,
what is the solution? What is the solution of this equation? Therefore, the solution of this equation is therefore x is equal to 1 minus 2k by 3
okay.
and y is equal to k are the solutions. Now you'll say, what kind of a solution is this? Remember, I said infinitely many solutions, infinite
Yes, sir.
solutions. For various values of k, you will get various values of x and y. Put x is equal to, put k is equal to 1, you will get x is equal to something, y is equal to something. Put k is equal to 10,001, you will get another value of x and y. Any value of a k you can think of, you put it here, you will get corresponding values of x and y. So you get infinitely many solutions. Values of x and y depends on the choice of k. So you can take infinite number of k's and you will get infinite number of x and y's. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is how you check for consistency and inconsistency. If you had got a null matrix here, if you had suppose if you had got a non-null matrix here, you've got a null matrix here, but suppose if you had got a non-null matrix here, then what would you have said? You would have said the system is inconsistent,
Inconsistent.
and then you would not have gone through all this pain. Okay, you would not have gone through all this pain. So
Okay, sir.
to see this kind of an problem, I think you can go through this one. There's no problem of that sort given. I think that kind of problem is not there. But anyway, but you understand, right? That if we had got a non-null matrix here, adjoint of A into B, if we had got a non-null matrix, then we would simply have said that the system has no solution. Instead of
No
infinite
solution.
solution, we would have written system has no solution and the system is inconsistent. And therefore, we would have stopped here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let us do the last problem from here. This time we'll take a 3 by 3 matrix. Do whatever problems I'm doing, that will be sufficient. You don't need to do any more.
Okay, sir.
You have just practiced these problems and just be careful with your matrix multiplication and all that. Okay. I think that should be it. Just be a little careful with your matrix multiplication. Addition, subtraction of all that, you need to be careful.
Okay, sir. Sir, but Govinda is not there.
He was having connection problem.
Oh,
Okay. So next question here is test the consistency problem. Test the consistency of the following system. 5x plus 3y plus 7z is equal to 4. 3x plus 26y plus 2z is equal to 9. 7x plus 2y plus 10z is equal to 5. Check the consistency of this system. Okay, so you'll write the given system is
Okay, sir.
5x plus 3y plus 7z is equal to 4. 3x plus 26y plus 2z is equal to 9. 7x plus 2y plus 10z is equal to 5. So this is 1, this is 2, call this 3. Okay, we construct our matrices here. First, what is the matrix A? Take the coefficients of x and y and z, you construct the matrix A. Okay, so you have 5, 3, 7, 3, 26, 2, 7, 2, 10. Okay, next the matrix X. X here is X, Y, Z. Next we construct the matrix B. The matrix B here is 4, 9, 5. Okay, now we find out det A. Det A is equal to 5, 3, 7, 3, 26, 2, 7, 2, 10. Now I leave up to you to expand the determinant. Okay, you will see here, let me just check. You will see here that this determinant you will get 0. Okay, that means you can write matrix A is singular. That means A inverse does not exist. Does not exist. And in this case, now
Yes,
we'll
sir.
proceed to find out the adjoint. Adjoint of A.
Okay, sir.
Okay, adjoint also I'm not doing. Okay, adjoint of A, I'm simply writing here. Okay, you check the adjoint. I leave
Okay,
it as
sir.
an exercise. Okay, adjoint of A is 256 minus 16 minus 176 minus 16 1
Minus.
11 minus 176
Yes.
11 121. This is what you will get as your adjoint. Okay, now what you
Okay,
do
sir.
is you multiply A and adjoint of A. So therefore adjoint of A into B. You multiply the adjoint of A with B and check whether you're getting a null matrix or a non-null matrix. 256 minus
Minus
16
16. Minus 176. Minus 16. 111. Minus 176. 11. 1 to 1.
and B is what matrix? B here is 495.
4.
495. You multiply these two
9.
matrices. Okay. You multiply these
Okay,
two
sir.
matrices and you will check that you will get this kind of a matrix. You get a null matrix. So again we are back to that chart. So we're getting adjoint of A into B is equal to 0. Let's see what this chart
0.
is. Adjoint of A into B, if it is equal to 0, then we say that the system has infinite solutions, isn't it? And
Infinite solution. Yes, sir.
uh, we say that the system is consistent. This shows that the
The
system
is
has infinite solutions. Hence the system is
Infinite.
and the system is consistent.
Yes, sir.
And the system is consistent. Now we proceed to find out.
Okay.
Hence we proceed to find out what those infinite solutions are. In order to find out what those infinite solutions are, what you do here is you take, since this equation is in x, y, and z, so what you do is you say let z is equal to k. Okay. Then what is the system that you get? You get 5x plus 3y plus 5x plus 3y
Plus 3y
plus
plus
7k
7 there. Yes.
k is equal to 4.
4.
Next what you get is 3x plus 26y plus 2k
2k.
is equal to, get this as 9. And finally you get 7x plus 2y plus 10k
Is equal to 5.
k is equal to 5. Okay, this
5.
this is what you are getting. Okay, now what you
Yes.
do is you write it only in terms of x and y. So you get 5x plus 3y
5x
is
plus
equal to
3y
4 minus 7k.
4.
Okay, and 3x plus 26y
2.
is equal to 9
9
minus
minus
2k.
2k.
Okay, and you get 7x plus 2y is equal
Y
to 5 minus
equal
10k.
to 5 minus 10k.
Okay, and you call this 1. Oh, you call this 4 because 1, 2, 3 I've already taken. Call this 5 and call this 6. Okay, now what you do is you take any two equations. Let us take these two and solve them.
Okay, sir.
Solving 4 and 5.
4, 5.
What do we get? How do we solve? We solve by elimination method. Multiply 4 by 3. So you get 15x plus 9y
Plus 9y
is equal to, again multiply this by
12
3, 12 minus 21k.
minus 21k.
And here you have 15x plus 26 into 5 is how much? 30, and 130
Yes, sir.
is equal to 45 minus 10k. Okay, subtracting, minus, minus, minus. This cancels off. So you get what? 130 minus 9 is minus
9.
121y
121.
is equal to 12 minus 21k minus 45 minus 10k. These are brackets here.
So it will be 13. No.
Which one?
45 minus 12.
No, we'll subtract. See what I have done.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So this is 12 minus 21k minus 45 plus 10k.
Plus 10k.
So this means you get minus 121y is equal to 12 minus 45 is 33. Minus 33.
Yes, sir.
And minus 11k minus 33. So you get y is equal to minus 11k minus 33 divided by minus 121, which you get minus 11 times k plus 3 divided by minus 121. This cancels 11 times. So you get k plus 3 by 11. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And similarly you solve for x. So what you do is, similarly you solve for x.